Chosen one, listen closely. This message isn't a mistake. It's destiny knocking on your door. If you're reading this, it's because you're meant to hear it. Fate has a way of finding those who need its whispers the most. You've spent your life being the unshakable force, the shelter in the storm. When others crumbled, you held firm. You've been the rock, the protector, the one people turn to when the ground beneath them splits open. The weight of their burdens has been yours to carry. A silent contract you never signed but never questioned. But even mountains erode. Even the strongest steel can bend under enough pressure. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has decided it's time for a change. Someone stronger than you is coming. Not stronger in the ways you've come to define strength. Not just power, resilience, or endurance. This is someone whose strength will break through walls you didn't even realize you built. They will see through the armor you wear so well, the one forged from years of survival and self-sacrifice. Imagine a wildfire meeting the ocean, two unstoppable forces colliding. One consumes everything in its path, the other embraces, cools, and reshapes. This person will challenge you, not to defeat you, but to push you beyond the limits you thought defined you. You've been the lone wolf, surviving in a world that often felt like a battleground. But even lone wolves seek a pack when the winter bites too hard. You were never meant to walk this path alone forever. This person won't just stand beside you. They'll carry you when your knees finally buckle. They'll see your scars, not as reminders of battles fought, but as maps to your soul. They'll speak to the parts of you that no one has ever touched, the parts you've kept locked away behind steel walls and silent nights. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming what you thought you couldn't. Remember that, because they're coming to show you exactly what that means. You've conquered battles that would have broken others. But now, you're about to face something you've never encountered. Someone who will see your strength and still outmatch it. Not to overshadow you, but to lift you higher than you've ever been before. Get ready, chosen one. Your storm is finally meeting its equal. And when it does, the world will never be the same. Chosen one, if you're ready, truly ready, to meet the force destined to change everything, prove it. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs to wake up to their purpose. Comment 77 below if you're done playing small, done carrying the world alone, and ready to rise. Destiny's knocking. Are you bold enough to answer? Let's begin. Number 1. When the world rests on your shoulders. Chosen one, let's be real. You've lived as the fortress others run to when their worlds crumble. You've been the unyielding rock, the steady flame in life's darkest storms. People orbit you, drawn by the quiet power you radiate. They sense your stability the way sailors trust the North Star. But even stars burn out. Even pillars crack under enough pressure. Your strength has been both a blessing and a burden. You stand firm while others falter. You hold space for their fears, patch up their broken pieces, and offer warmth even when your own fire flickers. You don't complain, because being strong isn't just what you do, it's who you are. But let's ask the question you avoid like a painful truth. Who carries you? When was the last time someone looked at you, not for what you could fix, but for who you are beneath all that strength? When did someone see past the armor you wear so flawlessly, the one forged from sacrifices no one ever acknowledged? The weight of being the strong one is like carrying a mountain on your back while pretending it's a feather. You've swallowed your own struggles, buried your needs, and disguised exhaustion behind practiced smiles. Every time you tell yourself, "I'm fine," you're stacking another brick onto a wall meant to hold back a flood. But walls weren't meant to last forever. Even the fiercest warrior needs rest. Even the mightiest oak bends under relentless storms. Strength isn't about never breaking. It's about knowing when to let someone else stand beside you. It's about recognizing that being invincible comes at a cost. And now, fate has decided it's time for you to meet someone stronger than you. Not to compete, but to connect. They won't need explanations or apologies. They'll see the invisible weight you carry without being told. Their strength won't overshadow yours. It will complement it, filling the cracks where your resilience has worn thin. This isn't a rescue mission. You don't need saving. You've survived battles that would have shattered others. This is about balance, about being seen, truly seen, by someone who understands that even the strongest hearts need a place to rest. At first, you might resist. After all, you've built your life around self-reliance. Trusting someone else with your burdens might feel like surrender, but letting someone share your weight doesn't make you weaker. It makes you human. Even giants cast shadows when they fall, the saying goes. But what if, instead of falling, you learned to lean? What if the universe has sent you someone who can hold you just as firmly as you've held the world? Chosen one, your journey isn't ending, it's evolving. The strength you thought was yours alone becomes limitless when shared. This is not a challenge to your independence, it's an invitation to rise higher than you ever thought possible. The universe is whispering now, you've carried enough. It's time. Number 2, when the universe starts to whisper. The universe doesn't shout when it sends seismic shifts your way. It doesn't ring alarms or paint the sky with flashing lights. Instead, it whispers through the quiet corners of your life, weaving signs into your days like a thread in an intricate tapestry. If you've felt the subtle pull of change lately, a shift in the winds around you, it's not your imagination. It's a prelude to something monumental, the arrival of someone stronger than you. Do you feel it? The faint hum of anticipation, like the air just before a thunderstorm, charged and alive. Maybe you've caught yourself pausing mid-thought, sensing something on the horizon you can't quite name. This is your intuition stirring, that inner compass recognizing the energy of a person who hasn't yet crossed your path. Your soul knows before your mind does. It always does. This connection is not an accident, but a thread in the grand design of your life. The signs may start as subtle shifts in your energy. Perhaps you've felt a sudden need to reflect on the patterns that no longer serve you. You might catch yourself shedding old habits or stepping out of the roles you've outgrown, like a snake shedding its skin. This isn't random, it's preparation. The universe is clearing space within you, making room for a connection so transformative it will rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. Pay attention to the nudges urging you toward new experiences. Maybe you felt drawn to places you wouldn't normally go, or felt an unexplainable curiosity about something outside your comfort zone. These aren't coincidences. They're orchestrated moments, the universe playing chess while you marvel at the game board. It's moving you, piece by piece, into alignment with someone who will not only challenge you, but change you. Synchronicities will light the way if you're paying attention. Repeating numbers on the clock, 111, 222, or an overheard conversation that feels like a private message from the cosmos. These are breadcrumbs scattered on your path. Small winks from the universe saying, you're exactly where you need to be. But here's the thing, chosen one. The signs are only as powerful as your willingness to notice them. Don't dismiss these moments as mere chance. Let them wake you up. Let them remind you that the mundane is often a mask for the extraordinary. Stay open to the possibilities. That nudge to try something new. Follow it. That inexplicable pull toward a place or a person. Trust it. The one you're about to meet is not just another face in the crowd. They are a storm that will shake your foundations, a mirror that will show you parts of yourself you've long forgotten. This isn't just an encounter, it's a catalyst. It's the universe, in its infinite wisdom, saying, "It's time. You're ready." Chosen one, the whispers are growing louder. Listen. Follow the signs. They are leading you to the person who will change everything. Number 3. The mirror that sees beyond strength. Chosen one. Meeting someone stronger than you will feel like standing before a mirror that doesn't just reflect your strength. It reveals everything you've hidden behind it. This connection won't simply acknowledge the power you've spent a lifetime cultivating. It will shine a light on the pieces of yourself you've guarded, avoided, or even forgotten. Their presence will strike you with an intensity that feels both familiar and foreign. They will carry a strength that resonates with yours, but it won't mirror it exactly. Where your strength might come from surviving storms and pushing through impossible odds, theirs could emerge from quiet wisdom, emotional depth, or an unshakable belief in themselves. They will meet your fire with something just as fierce, but perhaps gentler, more enduring, like water carving through stone over time. This isn't a power struggle, it's an awakening. Their strength won't overshadow yours or compete with it. Instead, it will challenge you, not to prove your worth, but to expand your understanding of what strength can be. They'll be the steady force you didn't know you needed, the one who doesn't flinch when your intensity rises or back away when your defenses kick in. They won't be intimidated by your independence. They'll honor it, but they'll also see through it. Their gaze will pierce through your carefully constructed walls, those invisible fortresses built from years of survival. They won't ask for permission to see the real you. They'll already know you're more than the image of strength you show the world. And unlike those who only see your power, they'll notice the fatigue behind your resilience, the loneliness behind your leadership, and the vulnerability in your silence. You may find yourself resisting at first. Letting someone get that close can feel like handing over a weapon they could use against you. But this person isn't here to break you down. They're here to build you up in ways you never imagined possible. They'll teach you that strength isn't about how much you can endure alone. It's about trusting someone enough to share the weight. You are only as strong as what you can admit to yourself. This truth will echo through every interaction with them. They'll push you to confront your deepest fears, not with force, but with unwavering support. They'll show you that vulnerability isn't the opposite of strength, it's its purest form. In their presence, you'll learn that needing someone doesn't make you weak. It makes you whole. Together, your strengths will create a bond that defies anything you've known before. You'll realize that sharing your battles doesn't diminish your power, it magnifies it. Chosen. 1. This connection isn't just about finding someone strong, it's about discovering a strength you've never experienced, one forged from trust, shared purpose, and unapologetic authenticity. In this mirror, you won't just see yourself, you'll see who you were always meant to become. Number 4. Lessons written in strength. This person isn't coming into your life merely to stand beside you. They are here to reshape the very way you see yourself, to push you beyond the limits you thought defined your existence. Their presence will be a constant reminder that Sri Lanka's isn't a destination, it's a journey. No matter how much you've endured, how many mountains you've climbed, there's always another horizon calling you forward. One of the first lessons they'll teach you is balance, a concept that might feel foreign after years of being the one others lean on. You've been the giver, the problem solver, the relentless protector. You've carried the emotional load without ever asking for anything in return. But this person will challenge that cycle, forcing you to confront a truth you've long avoided. You don't have to carry it all. They'll remind you that reciprocity isn't weakness, it's essential. You'll learn that asking for help doesn't diminish your power, it amplifies it. Allowing someone to support you isn't surrender, it's courage. They'll stand in your corner with a strength that won't accept excuses or self-imposed isolation. They'll push you to let go of the belief that you must always be the fortress. Perspective will be their next lesson. They will see the world through a lens shaped by experiences different from yours. Their battles won't mirror yours, but the wisdom they've gained will offer insight you've never considered. They'll expand your mind, forcing you to re-evaluate what you thought you knew about resilience, success, and even love. Through them, you'll learn to challenge your old narratives, the stories you've told yourself about who you are and what you can become. They'll help you spot the blind spots you've been too close to see. They'll awaken possibilities you never thought were meant for you, showing you that strength isn't just about endurance, it's also about transformation. But perhaps the hardest and most profound lesson they'll teach you is trust. Trust has always been complicated for you. You've been let down, betrayed, and left standing alone too many times to count. You've built walls so high that even you can't see over them some days. But this person won't be deterred by your defenses. They won't just ask for your trust. They'll earn it. Slowly, steadily, through action and consistency, they'll show you that trust isn't about blind faith. It's about knowing someone will be there, even when you're at your lowest. More importantly, they'll teach you to trust yourself again. Trust that you are worthy of love and support. Trust that you can be both strong and vulnerable without losing yourself. Trust that you are capable of rising, not alone this time, but with someone by your side. Chosen one, these lessons won't come easily. They'll stretch you, challenge you, and break down beliefs you thought were unshakable. But in their wake, you'll find something far greater than strength. You'll find freedom. Number 5. Forging fire with fire. The person entering your life isn't here to play a supporting role. They aren't a background figure or just another number in your story. They are a force of nature sent to rewrite your destiny with you. Together, you won't just exist, you'll create. Not something small or fleeting, but something so powerful it will ripple far beyond your lives, leaving behind a legacy that speaks louder than words ever could. This isn't just a partnership, it's a collision of two storms merging into one unstoppable current. This is co-creation at its rawest, most transformative level. What you're about to build together will stretch beyond personal goals or shared dreams. It will ignite something larger, something with purpose, depth, and unstoppable momentum. When they arrive, you'll feel it instantly, the rare electric alignment of purpose. Their ambitions will mirror yours, but they won't be identical. Where you see walls, they'll see doors. Where you hesitate, they'll charge forward, pulling you with them into the unknown. Their energy won't just complement yours, it will amplify it, turning sparks into a wildfire of possibility. You'll push each other, not with gentle encouragement, but with the unapologetic fire of someone who knows you were meant for more. They'll see the version of you that you've only dreamed about becoming, and they'll dare you to be it. And you'll do the same for them, shattering the limits they've set for themselves. Together, you'll become limitless. But this isn't just about chasing success or checking boxes on a list of goals. This is creation with purpose. The energy you build together will radiate outward, touching lives you may never meet. People will feel the difference you make, whether through your work, your shared passion, or the way your bond inspires others to believe in something greater than themselves. There will be moments when the path feels uncertain, when risks seem insurmountable, and when doubt creeps in like shadows before dawn. But this is where the power of trust takes root. Trust in their strength. Trust in your own. Trust in the shared fire between you that refuses to be extinguished. You'll learn that surrender is not defeat. It's faith in the process. It's knowing that by letting go of control, by leaning into the unknown together, you create space for magic that's far beyond what either of you could accomplish alone. And here's the most profound truth, chosen one. The universe has been preparing you for this. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every hard-earned victory, it was all leading to this connection. This is where destiny meets action. This is where purpose ignites. Together, you won't just move mountains. You'll reshape the world. This is the power of two unyielding souls aligned by fate, driven by purpose, and destined to create something eternal. Chosen one, you were never meant to stand alone forever. Your fire has met its equal. Now, forge something that will never be forgotten. Number 6. Forged in fire, rising together. The path you're about to walk with this person won't be paved in ease. Meeting someone stronger than you doesn't promise a life free of conflict. It promises transformation. This connection isn't about avoiding storms. It's about learning to weather them together, emerging sharper, wiser, and more unshakable than before. Friction is inevitable. Two powerful souls coming together is like fire meeting steel, intense, volatile, and ultimately transformative. Their strength will challenge yours in ways that may feel disorienting or even uncomfortable at times. But discomfort is where growth lives. It's where old patterns are shattered and rebuilt into something greater. You may find yourself clashing when they hold their ground just as firmly as you do. They'll challenge you, not to provoke, but to help you see beyond the boundaries you've built around your perspective. In those moments, you'll be forced to confront parts of yourself you've long kept in the shadows. Your need for control, your fear of vulnerability, or the scars that still ache beneath your armor. These aren't obstacles, they're invitations. Invitations to expand your heart, deepen your understanding, and evolve together. Their unwavering presence will become a mirror reflecting not only your strength, but also your blind spots. Where you've built walls, they'll urge you to build bridges. Where you've clung to independence out of survival, they'll teach you that surrendering doesn't mean weakness. It means trust. Growth will be your greatest creation. This person will push you to let go of what no longer serves you. The need to be right, the fear of leaning on someone else, the belief that you must carry life's burdens alone. They will teach you that allowing yourself to be seen, fully, flaws and all, is the bravest act of strength. In return, your fire will ignite something within them they didn't know they needed. Your resilience will inspire them to push through their own limitations. Together, you will create a cycle of empowerment that feeds on shared struggles, turning adversity into fuel. When life tests you, and it will, you won't face challenges as individuals, but as a unified force. You'll become partners in problem-solving, allies in every battle. What might have broken others will only fortify your bond because you'll choose each other, time and time again. Not despite the hardships, but because of how you rise through them. Through this connection, you'll learn that true strength isn't about being unshaken. It's about being unbreakable together. It's about knowing when to lean in and when to let go, when to fight and when to surrender. You'll learn that rest is as essential as action, and that needing support isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. Chosen one, challenges won't define this partnership. Your response will. Every disagreement, every test, every shared hardship will become the forge where trust, love, and commitment are strengthened beyond measure. Together, you will become something extraordinary, not in the absence of struggle, but because of how you face it, how you rise, and how you create something indestructible from the fire. This is not just survival. This is transcendence. Number 7, strength in surrender. Chosen one, you've lived a life defined by resilience. For so long, your strength has been measured by how much you could endure on your own, how well you could weather the storms without ever calling for help. But now, the universe is showing you a deeper truth. True strength isn't about standing alone. It's about standing together. The person entering your life won't just offer companionship. They'll offer something far more profound, a shared destiny. They will see through the armor you wear so effortlessly, not to tear it down, but to honor the person behind it. They'll challenge your belief that strength is solitary and teach you that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let someone in. In their presence, you'll experience a kind of support that isn't about dependency, but about partnership. They won't just stand beside you when times are good. They'll stand with you when life tests every fiber of your being. They won't diminish your strength or try to overshadow it. Instead, they'll amplify it, lighting a fire that burns twice as bright. They won't ask you to change, only to be. You won't have to prove your worth or pretend to be invincible. They'll cherish the version of you that you've kept hidden, the one that aches to rest, to be understood, to be loved without conditions. In their eyes, you'll see something rare: acceptance without expectation. Through this connection, you'll learn that vulnerability is power. Opening your heart won't be a risk. It will be a revolution. You'll realize that letting someone help you carry the weight doesn't make you weaker. It makes you unstoppable. Trust will no longer feel like surrender. It will feel like freedom. Together, you'll build not just dreams, but a reality forged from shared purpose and aligned vision. Every step you take will be fueled by mutual belief in yourselves, in each other, and in what you're capable of achieving together. The universe will respond to this bond with undeniable force. Doors will open where there were once walls. Opportunities will arise that seemed out of reach. Your combined energy will ripple outward, changing lives, shaping futures, and creating legacies. And when challenges come, and they will, you won't face them as two separate forces, but as one indomitable power. You'll no longer carry the burdens of life in silence. In their presence, you'll discover that strength is multiplied when shared. Chosen one, this is your moment of becoming, not alone, but together. This is the next level of your journey, the partnership that was always meant for you. The best isn't just coming, it's already here. Step into it. Rise. You were never meant to stand alone forever. Now, stand with someone who's your equal, and together become unbreakable. So, the chosen one. This journey has been about rediscovering what true strength means, not just in standing alone, but in standing together. Meeting someone stronger than you isn't about losing power. It's about gaining a force greater than anything you could have imagined. It's about shared purpose, mutual growth, and creating something that lasts beyond a lifetime. Your next chapter is already unfolding. Trust the process, stay open, and embrace what's coming. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Comment the number 77 below if you're ready to step into your destiny and meet someone who will change your life forever. Let's rise together. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning.